jQuery video series, and this is part 130, and today we're going to look at the demo of animate function. So in the past we have seen that we can do animation, custom animation like this, alright, and so basically what I'm going to do is we're going to do basic look over the syntax, and then we're going to fall back into the demo. So as we all know, the animate function gets tied up with the element which needs to be get animated. So this is the element, alright, and there are few parameters which needs to be filled in. So there are total 4, out of which the first one is the required one, which would be the element's height, width, left, right, border, or some XYZ property which can be manipulated, right? So that will fall under the properties. So this is a mandatory one. This is on which you're performing the animation, so this is needed. Apart from that, the duration, easing, and complete, these are completely optional. Okay, so we can do properties. In case of the meaning of the duration is when we are performing the animation, how long this is going to run. Is it going to be slow? Is it going to be fast? Or if you don't specify anything, like it's optional, so what's going to happen? What will be the default speed? So it will be 400 millisecond. Apart from that, we have an option to give a custom speed, which we have done in our case, so we'll see into that as well. Next is the easing property. This is a kind of a transition when we do the animation. So we have two effects. One is the swing and one is the linear. The swing is the default one, but you can also try the linear and see the difference, and whichever fits good for you, you can try that as well. And the last one is the complete, which is also called as a callback, and everybody thinks that this is one of the most scariest thing in the animate function, but this is one of the simplest thing, because what it means, once your animation is complete, it is kind of a notification to you saying, hey, I'm done with the animation, what next you want to do. So that's the intimation, so that's the callback. After that, it's up to you what you want to do. Alright, once the animation completes. So now this is the syntax you have understood. Now let's move into the code and let's see how we have done this part. Alright, so if I'm going into the code, so you can assume that this is an H2. So this is something which you can see right here. This is complete H2. Next is our custom div on which we are playing around, and next is a button. Okay, so the div is custom, for which I've written the CSS, the basic, the startup height is 150, and width is also 150. I can make the color as gold. So one second, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do some changes and let's refresh. Do we see any change? So the div has been changed. Alright, now the only part pending is the button. So we have to write a code. When you click on this button, it should perform an animation, right? So this is my button click, which I have registered the document is loaded and ready. Okay, so on my click event, what I'm saying is, hey jQuery, go into the DOM, find a div element who has the custom class. So obviously the jQuery is going to find this element, so this div element is our target. Next we are saying, hey jQuery, let's do the animation. So jQuery is going to ask you, give me the first parameter, the properties, what you want to animate. So I'll say, okay, I want to animate height and width. So at present my height is 150 and I want to increase my height to 300 pixels, so the extra 150. So same goes with the width, so that would be the animation. So these are the properties I'm manipulating, right? So the first is done, and now it's up to me if I want to give the values to these guys, so I can give it, or I can keep it blank, so it will work. Okay, so let's see that in action first. Control KC, and this is okay. Okay, I think it looks good. So what I've done is I've only specified the properties. So now let's run this thing and let's do the animation. Please remember, you've seen animation a little fast because the duration was not specified, there was no easing, and there was no callback was configured. So this is the default. We only configured the properties and we're still able to run the default animation. So this is good. Okay, next we are going to add the things one by one. So now I'm going to add the speed at which I want to run the animation. Last time we saw the animation was pretty fast. Now I want to hold the animation for 5 seconds. So that's the duration we are configuring. It's not mandatory, but still we are just looking because we want to have an effect. So you can see the animation is slowing down. Now after 5 seconds this animation will get completed. So that's duration. Next is easing. Like I mentioned, easing the swing is the default, but still you can try the linear one, and when I run this thing you will hardly notice any difference because it's the same, right? Next is the callback, the scary animal. What happened? Control KU. Well, it's not happening, so I have to do it manually. Oh mine. Okay, Control KD. Save. Oh, why I'm building it. Anyways, save it. Let's refresh. So over here what I'm doing is this function will get executed once the animation completes. So I mean by end of it I'll get a message, some custom message which I have configured. So I'm going to run this thing again and I'm clicking it and something is happening. And the animation is complete. Now this callback is really useful when you're in the middle of some activity, and once you know this your current activity is going to get completed and you want to start a new one, right? So the new one can go right here. Okay, so that's an intimation to you, hey, my current job is done, shall we do something else? So that's how the callback works, and that's how you can take the advantage of callback. Alright, so I hope this video helps, like how can you do custom animation, or you have manipulated the properties like height and width. I want you to do something crazy, do some experimentation. If you fail somewhere or stuck somewhere, then please do drop me a comment. I'll try to be as much as fast as possible. Alright, and I hope this video helps you in some way, and if it does, then guys, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends.